Yes. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another Irish Health Hour Chats. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by the lovely Keri Denney from Self-Care with Keri, and we are talking about a conversation very near and dear to my heart. Firstly, because it's about the emotional realm, and secondly, because it matches the emotional realm with our emotions. And personally, I love to be able to use essential oils to help raise my vibration on a daily basis, and sometimes even on an hourly basis. Welcome, Keri.
Thank you so much, Dolores.
It's great to have you here. So, Keri, I'd love if you could let us know a little bit about your history with essential oils. I know that you've recently moved from America to Ireland, and maybe you might want to give us a little bit of your background as to your massage that you were doing, etc.
Excellent. Yeah, thank you, Dolores. I've been doing massage therapy for 20 years, helping clients. Like you said, I just moved over from California and have been using essential oils now for about 4 years. I have found a great line of products that are really pure and really effective. So like you said, helping your emotions on a daily and hourly basis. If you can imagine the stress of packing up everything I've ever known and with my family and our 8-year-old daughter and moving to an entirely different country, there's been a lot of stress and a lot of emotions and a lot of letting go. So having essential oils at my fingertips so I can say, you know what, right now I just need to stop and I need a little pickup or I need a little calming, help sleeping. So adding the essential oils in, and I've seen amazing results with my clients. Here I've been wailing away at my clients doing massage for 20 years and a few sessions, add a couple of oils and they just melt into the table. And it's been so amazing. And to be able to turn around when my daughter's having a stressful time to just say, here, try this, calming blend. And she puts her right to sleep, or, do a treatment with several layers of oils and have everybody just relaxed and focused is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned there about using them with children, and I love to use the essential oils with my 2 boys as well, because it just, there again, sometimes it might be help with balancing emotions, with coming more into the present, with being able to look at situations in a more constructive way for children. And then my youngest son loves the citrus ones because, he picks lime because it's an uplifting oil. He doesn't know that it's full of the zest of life and everything, but he very much resonates with very happy oils naturally anyway. So,
Yes.
Yes, can you tell us maybe a little bit about how you use your favorite oils and the emotional benefits that you find from using them?
Yeah, so like you said, the lime, the zest of life. So when you're wanting to include that sort of in your day, to apply it to the bottom of your feet or even to your belly, just to have that uplifting feeling. The citrus oils, you want to just be careful that you don't apply them and then go out into the sun because they can be very sensitive. But I love having stuff on my wrists so I can just smell throughout the day, or traveling, having a little bit of peppermint on my hand or something, or when I'm driving and just smell that, just to feel more uplifted and more awake. And so I use the essential oils emotionally, and I use them just really practically as well for relaxation and for sleep and for uplifting, like you said, and then also, for seasonal threats, or to make sure we all stay healthy, to keep our immune systems up and balanced and in a good way. Because, going into a new environment, eating
sure.
who knows what. So just make sure that everybody has certain blends on every day, so we're kind of the most prepared, because you never know what, you go out in the world, you don't know what you're going to run into. Mostly people are having a good day, but you're going to run into somebody who's cranky, and you want to be able to protect yourself from that and keep your emotions. We have enough work with our own emotions and keeping that separate from everybody else we meet in the world, and different people that we come in contact with in work and in the shops.
I love this topic. So can we go a little bit further into that, Keri, about maybe because I do a lot of work in the emotional realm, as I've already said. So a topic that comes up a lot for people is boundaries, and you hit on it there very well, as in like we have our own personal boundaries of what we want to take in from others. So what would you say to someone that came to you for a session, let's say, and it was just kind of struggling with maybe their energy and not realizing that maybe that it was that their energy was being almost taken, whether it be consciously or unconsciously, by another?
Yeah, so I notice this really predominantly when I do massage, because you are so close with a person.
Yes.
And so for me, staying really grounded and then separated that, like our energy is going to mix during the session so we can do the best that we can. And then having those tools to be able to come away, so that I don't go away at the end of the day going, oh, my shoulder hurts. Everybody came in today with shoulder pain. What's that about? Yeah. So I'll take something like clove, or melaleuca that has that energetic quality of those boundaries, protecting those boundaries, and just make sure that I have that applied to myself, so that I know it's easier to step away from those emotions and not get them mixed up. Because you have a full day of clients and you come away and you're all
yeah, that's very true. It's
those are
sorry. That whole self-care is just so it's the essence really of what you do, and it's great for a therapist, another therapist, to hear that, because we do need to look after ourselves as well and our energy.
Yeah.
Then when our energy is balanced and we have our own boundaries, aren't we better able to deal with the clients that come along to us?
Yes. Yeah, and also aware of what you're attracting. So I want to attract various qualities. I want to use something like cedarwood, which is the oil of community, to bring in a greater sense of community.
Wow, love that.
Something like wild orange, or the orange, the citrus that is the oil of abundance. So to have that in mind. So when I go out to meet people or go to do some networking or just walking around in the world, that I have that reminder. The essential oil goes right into our brains, and it's that reminder that we want to be thinking about these qualities. I want to protect my energy. I want to grow a community. I want to be abundant. I want to be calm and be centered in my emotions, so that I'm not attracting people that have crazy emotions and have,
I love that. That's great. That's really interesting. Yeah, and as you talk about orange being the oil of abundance, that's one that's quite popular with children as well, because it's just the smell, I think, and it's because the oranges grow so abundantly on the trees. So you also mentioned something to me yesterday, I think, when we were chatting about making a chai tea. Making a tea with it.
Yes.
I had to touch on that, because I was like, fascinating. Can you tell us a little bit about that, maybe, Keri? Because this is definitely a great way, as well as wearing the oils. Imagine being able to actually, use them. Now, there again, I know you always check. What I always say to people is always check the bottle. Whatever brand of oils you use, go by what's written on the label. If they say don't put on your skin directly and all that, just use your own. I know you're talking about a good grade that you use, so we'll just make sure that people know that it's just check your labels and use your oils accordingly.
Definitely check your labels and know what you're buying. So if you do pick up something off the shelves that you don't know what sort of went into it, just be aware of that. And when we're diffusing them and when we're using them on our skins, we're breathing them in, we're ingesting them. To just be aware. That's always a good safety tip. So, the oils that we use, we can ingest them. So it's really, really fun to use them in our cooking and to put them in our water when we drink. So I looked up a chai tea recipe that I've had at a few events and served up, and it's been just lovely because of the combination. Let's see. I should pull up the recipe.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot there.
No. I just don't want to forget anything. So black pepper, clove, cinnamon, ginger, cardamom. That's lovely. I love that.
Yeah, I have it here actually, because I know you sent it to me yesterday. I know you've mentioned them all. And if like black pepper, the emotional benefits that black pepper, I love that. Can you maybe go through each of them a little bit, if you don't mind, and just to say why you would actually pick these and what vibration that you want to be incorporating when you're using something like black pepper?
Yeah, black pepper is the oil of unmasking.
Isn't that just so wonderful?
Yeah, so we put on these masks as we go through the day. You put on your mommy mask, and you put on your business mask, and you put on these different masks, and you want to peel all that away as much as possible and be as authentic as possible. And black pepper is one of those oils that helps you do that, that helps facilitate. Now, the oils, well, I do think they're magical, but they're not magical as in they're going to do the work for you.
Yes.
You have to be considering these things. You want to be balanced. You want to be grounded. You want to, okay, this is what I want to work on today. I want to be more authentic and start clearing those masks away. And so black pepper is the oil of unmasking. And so it's a great one to just incorporate into this recipe that you can put them all together and then just have a big sip and then you have all those qualities.
Great. Now another one that you use, and then I'll let you tell us how to actually do it. I use ginger as well. I love ginger. I mean, we all know that even the health benefits of ginger as taking it as the, grating it into our food. I also use ginger. I would use the oils a lot with making blends, and I blend them with chakra work I do and goddess energies. And I use ginger for third chakra a lot because as well as we know it's the oil of empowerment, and as well as stomach and the area where we digest our food, it's also an area, our solar plexus, our third chakra, where we digest our emotions. So I love using ginger, third chakra oil. So can you give us a little bit of your insight around why you use ginger as well? Because it's one of my favorites.
I think you touched on everything, that anything that the words that we use, like you need help digesting. And that is an area we hold so much, kind of the middle and on our guts, that we hold so much. So applying that ginger, it's the oil of empowerment. You want that energy, you want that opened up, you want to be empowered, you want to digest your emotions and not feel like sluggish, even with our food and with our emotions.
Love it. Yes, I did. Because I suppose I talk so passionately about it. I use it with my goddess Athena blend, which is standing in our warrior power. So yes, I do.
Yes.
I love that particular one. Now, cardamom is an oil I have to say I don't use an awful lot. So that's one that you have included in this recipe. So maybe you can give us a little bit of your insight on it, because it's, as I say, it's not an oil that I would use very regularly myself.
Yeah, it's the oil of
objectivity, you were saying to me yesterday.
Yeah, and it helps individuals regain objectivity and self-control. So when you're in a situation, it's hard to see the forest for the trees. It's hard to see a situation sometimes. And so the cardamom, it helps you take a step back and be more objective and look at things more critically. So you're not making decisions just based on emotions, and while it gives you that opportunity to step back and really look at a situation objectively. And I think it makes us better people and better business people, that we can, somebody didn't turn me down because they don't like me, or
right.
Just take a step back.
Yes.
Take a step back and take a look at the situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out my bottle.
It's so sweet, and the smell, it's so delicious. Mm-hmm. And you can put it in absolutely everything.
Oh, I love that. And cinnamon. Yeah. Cinnamon is another oil I love. I match it with Aphrodite. That's all I'd say. You can tell us about what you do.
Yes.
You can give us a little bit of an insight.
Yeah, cinnamon is the oil of sexual harmony. And so...
Yeah, we have a little bit of a delay, so apologies for that. So yes, I'm going to let you off talking about cinnamon. Yeah, cinnamon.
It's very spicy. It's a hot oil, so you want to make sure that if you do apply it to your skin, that you're using a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil, or whatever you like, that's safe on your skin, because the oil is going to draw whatever carrier oil into your body as well. So you don't want to use something sort of cheap that you wouldn't want it going into your body, and you want your body to be able to process that very, very easily. So yeah, cinnamon, very spicy, very strong, very delicious. It's like I said, sexual harmony. So it's a great one to put in an Aphrodite blend that you can rub on your wrists, that you can rub on your heart, and diffuse. Diffuse is a great way to get the smell and get the fragrance in, and then
Love it.
not on your
So
skin if it's too hot.
wonderful.
Yeah.
So we have these beautiful blends and we want to make ourselves a little chai tea. So can you just give us a little indication of, what do we do? Do we use boiling water, or, because I don't really know, I've never made a tea. So thank you, Keri.
Yeah, so what I've done is I boil up a kind of a big pot of water, and then put about 6 tea bags, just your regular beautiful Irish tea bags,
Lovely.
or Darjeeling or something. That's really why I moved here, so I can drink tea all the time.
That's okay.
So you boil that in a pot, and then you you let that cool down and add the milk, and then add the drops of oil, and then stir that around. Also some brown sugar in there. And I will give you a copy of the recipe, and then we can post that in the comments as well, so people can see that recipe. And it's so delicious. I put it in like a big carafe to keep warm and have at my events, and then people can sip that throughout the day. Okay.
I love that. So I suppose it's not about putting them in boiling water then. How is it lukewarm your water is? Or
yeah, so I boil the water and then take it off the heat, and then let the tea bag steep for about 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes.
And then add the milk, so then that's going to cool it down a little bit, and then add the drops, because if you add them to boiling hot water, it's going to take away some of the medicinal properties of the oils, and so you don't want to ruin the oils. You'll still have the flavor. You won't get as much of the medicinal properties if you throw them in boiling water. So it kind of cools down a little bit. You add the oils, stir it up with the sugar and the milk and the tea, and
I love it. Well, I'm definitely going to be trying that. Oh my goodness, because I only wrote a blog yesterday about, and I included something about the masks we can wear. So, and I just think it's great that we can actually, if we're looking at doing that, then maybe helping ourselves unmask, that we can actually use something directly from Mother Earth that has a property that will actually just give us a little extra. It's like having an extra tool. It's like using EFT as a tool to help with our emotions. Using essential oils is like having another tool, isn't it, really, just to help us?
Yeah, and it's great because it's something you just add into what you're doing already.
Yes.
So you're already, maybe doing your yoga, you apply the oils, and it's just going to take it to that next level. Like you said, raising up your vibration. We do something called aroma dance. Same thing, applying the oils to our chakras just to enhance and open those up and increase the vibration and move through it. Because so many times I'm terrible, like get stuck in something. It's like, then you don't want to move. But if you do move, then you can digest that. You can move that through and get it on its way out. So
love it. Love it. Yes, we'll have to do an aroma dance together in Ireland sometime. My next one is coming up in October. This is 2017 when I'm talking about this down in Wexford. So Keri, if you might let us know, if you want, where you're based, and if somebody wants to work with you in relation to, having a self-care session, or how do you work with people and how do people get in contact with you?
Yeah, so we could do a self-care session over Zoom like this. I'm available on Facebook and on Twitter at Self-Care Keri on Twitter, and Self-Care with Keri on Facebook.
Great.
I'm based in Kildare.
In where?
So
Kildare.
In Kildare County Kildare is where we're living. But I'm flexible. I can go to people, or you can come see me. I'm hoping there's a town over called Nace, and hoping to get a space over there in a wellness center. So working on that.
Great. Lovely. So people can actually contact you and do something like this, via Skype or via Zoom or whatever suits.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. And then I'll also be at the Women's Inspire Network event in Dublin on October 10th.
Wonderful. And we'll be in the chill out room, in the self-care room, which is all about, and the whole Women's Inspire event this year, the theme of it is self-care. So it's great that you're going to be there offering people hand massage with oils, so that they can get I suppose I was mentioning it yesterday to somebody, and it was like, people can go get a taster and see, how do I feel right now when they go to you. So you can rather than me talking again, you let people know what they can benefit from getting a hand massage with oils if they're attending the Women's Inspire event.
Yeah, so I'm doing a specific technique. It's called the Aroma Touch technique. It's done with specific oils in a specific way for the hand massage. And you can either use the oil. I'll have a few to choose from. People can choose, or you can use the particular blend that works really well with this, but there's no wrong answer. People can choose whatever oil if they're feeling, that they need more relaxation or more upliftment, whatever they need, they can choose the oil with that emotional quality that they need for that at that moment. And we can work with that. So the benefits are just like with reflexology. We've talked about reflexology before, how even just working with the hands or the feet, that it can affect the whole body. Yeah. So doing this specific technique, it's 15 minutes, can really feel like a whole body massage, and that you got, some rest and meditation time during that even just 15 minutes.
That's wonderful. So yes, I'll be putting up a link anyway, how people can avail of that. And in the meantime, then I'll also share whatever else, your details in relation to how people can connect with you. So Keri, would you like to give us any more information about emotional, using essential oils for emotional benefits before we end the call? Is there anything that I haven't asked you, we haven't touched on, that you'd like to tell people about?
I think the one blend that we were really sort of focusing on, and especially in this technique, it's a relaxation blend, and it's the oil, or it's a massage blend, and it's the oil of relaxation. So that's just kind of being a massage therapist and I don't know, I don't want to say generally hyper person, but having relaxation and just remembering that throughout the day. Just the perspective it puts on life as you move through the world. So many people, and I'm noticing it less here, but definitely in California, definitely in the Bay Area, everybody is so uptight and just rushed that there's no time for even just to respect one another. So to really take care of yourself, so you're not bringing your crap out in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. So any tips, actually, that's what I'll ask you to finish. What would you say to somebody if they have their oils and they wanted to sort of maybe start a self-care daily regime? Now, I do know that it's very specific to ourselves as people, but any just tips, not even mentioning oils, what would you say to someone? How do they tune into their body and find out maybe what they need on a daily basis?
Yes. So checking in with your intuition. If you haven't played with your intuition, we can set up some time to talk about that and how to get in touch with your intuition. But really, it can be as simple as just closing your eyes and taking a deep breath and asking the question, what do I need today? I have my case of oils in particular, and there'll be one that might pop up or kind of glow, or your hand just grabs it. Why do I always grab the orange? What am I really needing today? Or something that I really love, and then the next day I don't want anything to do with it. So really tapping into your mindfulness and your intuition and listen to the answer. So sometimes, I don't want that today. Well, your intuition said that's what you need today. So really listening to that. And if you don't like the way that one smells, maybe you apply it to the bottom of your feet. So then it's not as predominant. You're not,
love it. That's great, actually.
But that it is something.
Yeah. And it's that surrendering, isn't it, as you say? Because, I don't love the smell of absolutely every oil. And it's like, what? Are you joking me? But
it's not
yeah. Surrender to the fact that maybe that you actually need the medicine it has for you.
Yeah. Hold on, wait, what am I supposed to listen to today? Okay, what is the emotional quality of this? Okay, unmasking, great. Am I wearing masks? What do I need to learn from this today? I know an easy way to get this in. I'll put it in my chai tea and then I can drink it throughout the day. I don't have to smell it individually or...
Okay, so that's interesting. So you could actually go through this with somebody as well, about tuning into their intuition and learning how to, I suppose, listen and surrender and accept that what you're being drawn to is there for a particular reason. That's great. Well, I'd certainly share, Keri, with what your page with people so that they can contact you if they want.
Yeah.
And thank you so much again for joining us. It's been wonderful. It's a great conversation to have, and it's great to be able to give people the tools. We're delighted to have you in Ireland anyway, so that you can bring over your wonderful massage therapies and all your knowledge about essential oils that you can share with people should they wish to get in contact with you. So, Keri, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dolores. I appreciate it.
Anytime, and we shall talk soon.
Definitely.